The Jubilee weekend brought lots of us together, reminded us of the importance of community and looking out for each other. And Neighbourhood Watch is one organisation that does precisely that, and it's celebrating its 40th anniversary this year.
And we're very pleased to welcome Colleen Atkins, one of the founding members of Neighbourhood Watch, and Cheryl Spruce, who is the chair of the Greenwich Association. Good morning, both.
Morning.
Thanks for coming.
Morning.
Yeah, Colleen, thanks for joining us from where you are. I'm going to come to you first, but 40 years of Neighbourhood Watch. I mean, I bet the time's flown, but tell us, how did it all start?
It certainly has flown. It started, I hadn't long moved into my home in Bedford, and I hadn't realised it was a high crime area. It was even a red light area, and we had lots of, the houses had all been converted into bedsits, and it was a very transient community. And the first I had realised that there was a very serious burglary in my street was when a police officer knocked at my door and said that a house, a very large detached house just up the road, had been completely emptied. And had we seen the removal lorry, because that's how much had been taken from it, seen anything. And so a neighbour and I got together, and we thought we needed to do something about it. And she had seen something on television about a murder in New York a few years ago, where there had been, I think, 38 bystanders, and nobody came forward to say anything. And a group in America had got together to fight crime. And so we decided to do something similar in our road, got our neighbours together, and formed what at the time we called Home Watch. And the number of crimes just reduced drastically, and it's now a low crime area, very much sought after area. And we never ever expected that we'd still be doing this 40 years later, or that it would have such an impact on the community, on the whole country. And we've now got about 2.3 million, well, over 2.3 million members. So yeah, never ever expected anything like this.
Brilliant. And Cheryl, I mean, tell us exactly what does Neighbourhood Watch do, because there's quite a lot of evidence that it does strengthen communities and prevent crime.
Oh, completely. Neighbourhood Watch strengthens communities by working together, helps reduce crime by taking action on the crime prevention advice, and it really brings communities together by reducing cybercrime, by raising awareness and taking actions on those.
Yeah, absolutely. And they cover all kinds of different ground, don't they, within the community?
Absolutely. It's not just about burglary. We cover antisocial behaviour, county lines, child sex exploitation. We cover antisocial behaviour, which is growing and growing.
Modern slavery as well.
Modern slavery, rural crime. You know, we cover the whole spectrum of different types of crime, and also help reduce loneliness and isolation, which can often come to making those people become victims of crime or actually manipulated in committing crimes themselves.
Yeah, and, you know, we've seen that the police now are worried about the level of crime due to the cost of living crisis, Colleen. What top tips do you have? What do you talk about in the sense of how we can protect our homes from burglars?
We can protect our homes from burglary, but remembering that Neighbourhood Watch is about community, it's about neighbourliness, and that's where the neighbours can come in to help when you're going away on holiday. If you've got a neighbour that you trust, tell them that you're going away, ask them to look after your home, keep a lookout on it. And some of the tips that we can give is to make sure that that people leave lights on the timers, and also to get your neighbours to come in to draw curtains, even put the car on their car on your driveway to make it look as though somebody is at home. And then also to make sure that you tell the police, well, not you, well, if anybody who sees anything suspicious, to tell the police. Don't just put it on social media and expect the police to know, because they won't. It's really, really important that the police know.
Yeah, it's interesting you mentioned the police there, actually, because it's not just about protecting our homes, it's about protecting ourselves too. There's a little-known tip about how you can speak to the police if you can't speak out loud.
Absolutely. So if you can't speak out loud because it puts you in danger or something like that, all you need to do is dial 999 and type in 55, and that will let them know that you can't talk, and that it's a dangerous situation for you.
Yeah.
You feel vulnerable.
And you have to register for that, I believe, and if you get that sorted, then you can dial 55. It can really help, and it's brilliant. I know you're full of this kind of advice, and of course celebrating your 40th anniversary as well. So congratulations on it, and long may it continue, because it's absolutely brilliant. Thanks for coming in today.
Yeah,
Nice
thank
to
you.
see both. Yeah, and if you want to join Neighbourhood Watch, then you can. All you have to do is go to our website. All the information you need for that is on there.
Still to come on the show.